Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on a few fragrances that I just kind of wanted to talk to you about. One of them is brand new, one of them is a fragrance from my old collection that I am sort of on the fence about, and two of them are sort of my most loved current favorite perfumes. I also have a couple of decants from some new ones that I haven't spoken about. So if you guys are interested, then definitely stay tuned. If this is your first time here, hello, and thank you so much for clicking on my thumbnail. My name is Alithia, and on this channel we talk mostly about perfumes. So if that is your thing, definitely make sure to stick around. And if you haven't already, feel free to head on over and follow me on Instagram as well. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, so I haven't really thought this video out. It's very random. I just wanted to touch base with you guys about a couple of things that are in my collection, a couple of fragrances that I've had for a while. One of them I'm kind of on the fence about, and a couple that I've been loving and wearing a lot, and one that's new, and just a couple of decants of some fragrances that one of them is brand new and a couple of them are just really popular, and I wanted to share my thoughts on them with you. Yeah, so I guess first, let's start off with our little decants. So the first decant that I'll talk to you about, and by the way, these were gifted to me from Julianna from The Scented. She and I are really good friends. If you guys haven't checked out her channel, I will leave a link to her channel down below. Definitely go and check her out. But she was kind enough to send me some decants of these fragrances. So this one is Nichonne's 100 Silent Ways. This one is quite popular. I've heard a lot of really good things about it. It gets really, really good reviews. This is basically a beautiful white floral apricot-y fragrance. I think there's some vanilla or something sweet in there as well, something like warm and cozy. This one I really, really like. I'm actually wearing it today. It is my scent of the day. I'm kind of just trying it out. It's a beautiful fragrance. I have it on my arm right now actually, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance, you guys, but I'm kind of on the fence about, like, I'm not in a hurry to run out and buy a full bottle. I can see myself getting a full bottle in the future though, because it is really pretty and I do enjoy wearing it. The only thing with this one is because it is quite pricey and it's not like a head over heels love at first sniff, and it doesn't have the greatest performance. Like, for a niche fragrance that costs that much, it's not like a beast or anything. It doesn't have crazy performance the way Nichonne Annie does. That one projects and has a much bolder, stronger presence. However, that being said, this is a floral fragrance. It's a fruity floral with more of a warm, kind of cozy, gourmandy kind of a base to it. So I guess you can't expect it to be huge. But basically, I'm on the fence with this one. I think it's beautiful. I think it's definitely worth the hype. I can see why people like it so much, but I'm still kind of toying around with 100 Silent Ways. The next one that I have a decant of is the real Angelique Noir from Guerlain. And if you guys watch my channel, you know that I also have the dupe for it. And basically this is a beautiful floral vanilla fragrance with a touch of a green quality to it, because it does have a note of Angelica in there, which is like this minty, piney, green, beautiful, beautiful note, and it just gives it such a twist. It makes it so unique, so gorgeous. I'm really happy that I have a decant of this now because I can compare it to the Julianna's Perfume, and I have to say this one I would say is richer and heavier on the vanilla, where Julianna's Perfume is a little bit more translucent or transparent. Not that it's a weak perfume, but it's a little bit more transparent, not so heavy, not so deep, not so rich. And the Julianna's Perfume has a stronger Angelica note. And I will come back to that and let you know which one I prefer after. But yeah, this one's really beautiful and I'm definitely gonna try wearing it and see how I feel about it. The next one that I have a decant of is from the new one from Maison Margiela, and that is Bubble Bath. So this one really intrigued me when I saw it because, for one thing, I love bubble baths, and I thought that it would be a really soft, clean, pretty, soapy fragrance, and it just kind of intrigued me. I didn't know if I wanted to buy a full bottle, and this one I actually have on a strip, a tester strip here. And this one essentially, you guys, this literally smells like, it smells like soap. It literally smells like a bar of Dove soap. I think there's supposed to be coconut or something in here. I don't pick up on coconut at all. It literally smells like clean soap. Yeah, I don't know. It's nice, it's clean, it's fresh, but if you sprayed it on yourself, you would literally smell like you just crawled out of a bubble bath where you just washed yourself with really good clean soap. It doesn't smell particularly perfumey. It doesn't have any strong floral notes or anything like that. It kind of reminds me like of some of those clean fragrances that they have, the clean fresh laundry, clean cool cotton, those kind of things. except this is clean soap, basically. It literally smells like soap. It does smell like you kind of had a bath and you forgot to rinse your soap off. I don't know. That's the vibe I get from it. I also hear that it doesn't have great lasting power, so I'm not overwhelmed with this one. I don't really like it, and I'm really glad that I didn't blind purchase it, because I almost did, just thinking it was going to be a really interesting, unique, clean, soapy, which I like. And yeah, I'm really glad I didn't blind buy this, because I would have been disappointed. Okay, so the next one that I'll talk to you about while it's still fresh in my mind is the Julianna's Perfume. This one, you guys, is one of the ones I've been absolutely loving. It's one of my new favorite ones to my collection. And like I said, this is supposed to be a dupe for Angelique Noir from Guerlain, but at a much more affordable price. And I have to say, out of all of the dupe houses I've checked out, I am the most impressed with Julianna's Perfume. I've tried Laird, I've tried Alexandria, I've tried Federico Mahora, and this, by far, this house impresses me more than all of the other ones. I will be very honest, I almost get a little bit annoyed at how many companies, there's so many that are replicating other fragrances rather than coming up with their own new creations, because I feel like they're capitalizing on somebody else's hard work in a sense. I'll be very honest, that's just my personal opinion, but I also think it's great that we do have companies that come up with sort of their own version, or like an inspired version of an already really great DNA at an affordable price, because that makes it more accessible to the general public. And I have to be honest, you guys, I actually prefer Julianna's Perfume's Red Carpet Affair over the real Angelique Noir. And the reason for that is that this one has a much stronger, more pungent Angelica note, and that's what I love about this. That's what I kind of fell head over heels with about this fragrance, was that green, that interesting green note. And then as it starts to dry down, you still get that green note in the background for quite a while. I think it doesn't completely go away till maybe your last couple of hours, but it turns into this gorgeous, sweet vanilla. Just, it's so beautiful, you guys. This is easily one of my favorite new fragrances in my collection, and it's very affordable. If you want a 20% discount on Julianna's Perfumes, you can use the code TheSimpleChicLife20. I do make a small commission when you use my code, but that is much appreciated, and it helps me to continue to make videos for you guys. So I do appreciate the support, and I would never suggest anything to you guys that I don't think is full bottle worthy, and this is definitely full bottle worthy for me. I love it. I get about at least 5 or 6 hours of wear on my skin and longer on my clothing, which is great, and it's beautiful. So yeah, this is Red Carpet Affair from Julianna's Perfumes. Gorgeous, and yeah, highly recommend that one. The next one that I have been enjoying wearing quite a lot lately actually surprises me, and it is Montale Chocolate Greedy. So this one was a blind purchase about a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, and I got it because I had seen a couple people talking about it. Mila LeBlanc talked about this one, Gabby Loves Perfumes talked about this one, and also it just was one of the more intriguing Montale fragrances for me, and it was also my first Montale fragrance. And this is basically a powdery, very gourmand, very realistic, powdery chocolate fragrance. It does have some dried fruit notes that come out a little bit more in the dry down. It does have a little bit of vanilla, I believe, but it's very chocolatey and sweet, and that's what I really like about it. It has really good performance, and it's sort of along the same lines as KLE Vanilla. Not that it smells like that, but it's a very wearable, easy grab and go when you just want to smell sweet and good and like chocolatey vanilla, sort of. If you just want to smell pleasant, cuddleable, cozy, sweet, feminine, delicious, but without being too overbearing, it's not too overpowering, I do really like it. And I have to say, I also don't mind the bottle. Some people are kind of turned off by the bottle design. They don't like that little gimmicky thing that sticks out there, that little pin. I have to say, I really like this bottle. I think it's cute, and I like the color, and I'm happy to have it. So yeah, this one I've actually been reaching for if I don't know what to wear and I just want to smell good. I'll throw a couple sprays of this on, and I really like it. Okay, so we have 2 left, and first I will tell you about the one that I'm on the fence about, and I will save my more preferred one for the end, so we can end on a high note. So this one, again, was also a blind purchase. This is Twilly d'Hermes Au Poivree, and I actually smelt this in store. This was not a blind purchase, and I smelt the original Twilly and I smelt this one, and This was the one that I preferred. I felt that it smelled a little bit sweeter, and I am kind of on the fence about it, to be honest. I love the way this smells, you guys. I love the way this smells. This is a beautiful pink pepper, rose, and patchouli fragrance. And it almost smells like there's a little bit of a red berry in the opening, like maybe just some red berry notes that they didn't list. It almost has like a red berry sweetness. I love the way this smells, you guys. It smells so classy. It smells expensive. It has amazing performance. It's unique. I don't have anything else like it in my collection. And literally one day I will put it in my declutter bin, and then the next day I bring it out, and then the next day I put it back. There's something about it that almost gives me a bit of a headache. There's something about it that just kind of is a little shocking and a little piercing. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know if it's the pink pepper. I don't know if it's the patchouli coming out strongly. I don't know. Part of me really wants to keep it, but you know, I think I need to try the original Twilly. I think I need to try the original because I know that that one is the better seller, and maybe this one is just going to be too piercing for me. But I do love this. I'm really on the fence about it. Oh my God, you guys, it's so beautiful. Oh, this is literally one of the most beautiful, classy fragrances I've ever smelt, and I definitely want one Twilly in my collection. I just have to decide, is it going to be this one or is it going to be the original? So anyways, I love it, but I just don't know what I'm doing with it yet. And the last one that I'm going to talk about today is this one from Issey Miyake, and this is L'Eau d'Issey Pure Nectar. This one was actually a gift from my friend Julianna as well from The Scented. She sent me a parcel with a couple of decants, as I mentioned, and she also sent me this bottle of perfume. This is one I've actually smelt in the store before. I smelt all of the Issey Miyake perfumes, and this one I really liked. It has a bit of a sweetness to it. This one has bergamot and honey in the opening, so it has like a sweet, fresh opening. It has a little bit of a greenness to it. There's a lot of rose in here, and it almost is the type of rose that you can smell the entire rose plant, not just the rose flower, but you can also almost kind of smell the stem and the leaves and everything else. And then there's also cashmere, I think musk, and ambergris, and I'm not sure what else is all in here. But essentially, this is just a bright, happy, sweet, floral fragrance. Classy, easy to wear, clean, feminine, pretty. If you've ever smelled MFK's Amoureuse Femme, Maison Francis Kurkdjian Amoureuse Femme, it really reminds me of that in a way. It's got that clean, floral, classy fragrance that if you didn't know who made it, you would just think it smelled quite sophisticated and classy and expensive, and I do really, really, really like it. This is an eau de parfum concentration, and it has great performance. And you know those perfumes that when you smell them at the bottle, they're just okay, but then when you actually get the sillage and like the scent bubble from them, you fall in love with them. This is one of those perfumes. When I left my house and the cool night air picked up this scent and brought it up to my nose, it was just so beautiful and so classy and so pretty. And yeah, it's one I don't think I would have gravitated toward in the store. Like, for some reason I didn't buy it when I smelt it, but it's just so pretty, and I really have nothing else quite like it. And honestly, you guys, if you've ever smelled Amoureuse Femme, and if you like it, or if you want something that gives you those like classy, sophisticated, floral MFK vibes, but at a fraction of the price, this is a great one. I really, really like this. There's also something very interesting about it. Because of the ambergris that's in here, it almost gives it like an oceanic, watery kind of a vibe. It's very pretty, and I can't wait for summertime and spring so I can wear this. So that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I would love to hear your thoughts below, especially regarding the Hermes fragrance. Let me know if you prefer the original or the Twilly d'Hermes Au Poivree, because as you can tell, I'm very undecided. And I'll see you guys all next time. Bye for now.